a real sound. Them call we dirty niggas who we trample them flat. A smiling out with face, I want to stabbing at the back, but we no bow down low. You must see mad, we couldn't do that. Sound killer from birth. All good the running slow. Shaka fame, I go trample them flat. We know where life hurt. When them say bow down low, you must see mad, we couldn't do that. Foundation from birth. All good the running slow. Shaka fame, I go hit the jackpot. We know where life hurt. Well, I say yellow Rastafari in me flex. Yes, sir. And then me big up all me true friends next. Yellow up all the female sex. Yes, sir. We big them up all heap of sound wife X Rex. As a man we wear pants and shirt, the duty is to make love to the blouse and skirt. Yes, me we heal now birth. No prospect to me virgin will birth. But from the woman that has to make life first. It's no word. Easy, Shaka fame. Look, we culture say good music at the game, you know. We play that, you know, live. Alright, from Wednesday came. Hey, well, Shaka fame don't fear. No, boy, no, we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No, sound boy, no, we don't fear. Well, Shaka fame, you no fear. No, select the boy, no, we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No, sound boy, no, we don't fear. Let me tell them, when you put that this, they Shaka fame and run off. Anyway you reach up, Gus, badge up, pop off. Listen me na jam down and run Ghana foreign. One dog plate, done everything. Them youth ya well, God bless, job bless. No guy should guess every move that we make. Everybody ya say yes, we deal with progress and no prospect. If you're this Shaka fame, well you pop your own and neck and we no fear. No son boy, no we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No boy, no we don't fear. Let me tell them, no I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Shaka fear no evil. Cause we no itch up, we no catch up, we no have no time for gossip wet. Evil us people. Well at the Father we a work for and not the devil. Adam come here for Eve, him never come here for Neville. How you fit do that? Go lick out and bow back. On the road to Zion there's a lot of stumbling block. Shaka no fear. No sound boy, no we don't fear. Tell them so we no fear. No boy, no we don't fear. Come here, we got the show. Them can't get the Shaka fame anyway. Culture say from all along them get tackle them carry the back themselves them ackle them surround up and down when Shaka fame a chuckle. So we say let's go make it run. Check it, hey. Why yo, Shaka fame you are the winner. Why yo? Well Shaka fame is like a puzzle every figure and a hard nut fi crack. A real sound killer from Portland top. Them call we dirty niggas who we trample them flat. A smiling out with face I want to stabbing at the back, but we no bow down low. You must see mad, we couldn't do that. Sound killer from birth. All good the running slow. Shaka fame I go trample them flat. We know where life hurt. When them say bow down low, you must see mad, we couldn't do that. Foundation from birth. All good the running slow. Shaka fame I go hit the jackpot. We know where life hurt. Well I say yellow Rastafari in me flex. Yes sir. And then me big up all me true friends next. Yellow up all the female sex. Yes sir. We big them up all heap of sound wife X Rex. As a man we wear pants and shirt, the duty is to make love to the blouse and skirt. Yes me we heal now birth. No prospect to me virgin will birth. But from the woman that has to make life first. It's no word. Easy, Shaka fame. Look, we culture say good music at the game, you know. We play that, you know, live. Alright, from Wednesday came. Hey, well, Shaka fame don't fear. No, boy, no, we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No, sound boy, no, we don't fear. Well, Shaka fame, you no fear. No, select the boy, no, we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No, sound boy, no, we don't fear. Let me tell them, when you put that this, they Shaka fame and run off. Anyway you reach up, Gus, badge up, pop off. Listen me na jam down and run Ghana foreign. One dog plate, done everything. Them youth ya well, God bless, job bless. No guy should guess every move that we make. Everybody ya say yes, we deal with progress and no prospect. If you're this Shaka fame, well you pop your own and neck and we no fear. No son boy, no we don't fear.
One of the things we're going to be talking about this morning, you know, is the Constitution.
No we don't fear.
Yes.
Let me tell them, no I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Shaka. Fear no evil, cause we no itch up, we no catch up, we no have no time for gossip wet. Evil us people, well at the Father we are work for and not the devil. Adam come here fi eat, him never come here fi nibble. How you fit do that? Go lick out and bow back. On the road to Zion there's a lot of stumbling block. Shaka no fear, no sound boy, no we don't fear. Tell them so we no fear, no boy, no we don't fear. Come here, when you come to what all I show, them can't get the Shaka fear anyway. Culture say from all along them get tackle them carry the back themselves, them hackle them surround up and down when Shaka fear my chuckle. So we say let's go make it run. Check it, hey. Why yo, Shaka fear me what you mean. Why yo? Well Shaka fear me like a puzzle every figure and a hard nut fi crack. A real sound killer from Portland top. Them call we dirty niggas who we trample them flat. A smiling out with face I want to stabbing at the back, but we no bow down low. You must see mad we couldn't do that. Sound killer from birth. All body running slow. Shaka fame I go trample them flat. We know where life hurt. When them say bow down low, you must see mad we couldn't do that. Foundation from birth. All body running slow. Shaka fame I go hit the jackpot. We know where life hurt. Well I say yellow Rastafari in me flex. Yes sir. And then me big up all me true friends next. Yellow up all the female sex. Yes sir. We big them up all heap of sound white vex. As a man we wear pants and shirt. The duty is to make love to the blouse and skirt. Yes me we heal now birth. No prospect to me virgin will birth. But from the woman Shaka fame the guy first. It's no word. Easy Shaka fame. No we culture say good music at the game, you know. We play that you know live. Alright, from whence they came. Hey, well Shaka fame don't fear. No boy, no we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No sound boy, no we don't fear. Well Shaka fame you no fear. No select the boy, no we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No sound boy, no we don't fear. I'ma tell them when you put that this the Shaka fame and run off. Anyway you reach up, oh God, smash up pop off. Listen me not jam down and run Ghana foreign. One up later, done everything. Them youth ya well God bless job, bless no guy should guess. Every move that we make, everybody just say yes. We deal with progress and no prospect. If you're this Shaka fame, well you pop your own neck and we no fear. No sound boy, no we don't fear. Tell them say we no fear. No boy, no we don't fear. I'ma tell them, no I walk through the valley of
mood in the Most High in Jesus Christ. Yes.
Welcome. Good morning. Morning.
Colin Anthony. One for the music.
What a Saturday morning. Yes, sir.
Oh Lord, I'm so in love with you.
What the
I cannot explain.
It's them hard.
You love me first. Yeah. Colin Anthony say, so in love with you. Oh yes, he's so in love with you. Words can't explain things.
Powered by the blood of Jesus Christ.
You love him, Lord. Whoa. He's so in love with you. No greater love than this could never find. While you were on the cross, still Colin Anthony was on your mind. Before the world's foundation, it was your design that you take my place and you take mine. You stick closer than a brother. You are my best friend. Never leave nor forsake. On you we can depend. Your grace and your mercies we can comprehend. You love me, I love you. So in love with you, I cannot explain the things you do. You love me first when I didn't have a clue. Colin Anthony saying, Lord, he's so in love with you. Yes, Lord, we are so in love with you. Cannot explain the things you do. You love us first when we didn't have a clue. And so mood in the Most High in Jesus Christ. Yes. Say we love you, Lord. Words can't explain it. Colin Anthony, one for the music. Music sweet and that's why we have to say, oh Lord, I'm so in love with you. I cannot explain things you do. You love him first, yeah, 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 yeah. Colin Anthony saying, so in love with you. Oh yes, he's so in love with you. Words can't explain things you do. He loves you. You love him, Lord. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. He's so in love with you. No greater love than this could never find. While you were on the cross, still Colin Anthony was on your mind. Before the world's foundation, it was your design that you take my place and you take mine. You stick closer than a brother. You are my best friend. Never leave nor forsake. On you we can depend. Your grace and your mercies we can comprehend. You love me, I love you. So in love with you, I cannot explain the things you do.
You know, I am so in love with Lord Jesus Christ. Can I tell you, this week was one of them weeks that were really testing, you know. Nah, lie to you. When you talk about testing, yeah. But when Jesus Christ is in the vessel, what happens is that we smile at the storm and we smile at any and every storm. So we just want to give thanks and praise to Lord Jesus Christ for everything. We give him thanks for waking us up this morning. We give him thanks. You know, Jeremy, there was a song that says him give thanks for the sunshine, give thanks for the rain, give thanks for the joy, give thanks for the pain. Because if you're not alive, you cannot feel the pain, you know. Hallelujah. We give thanks for all those who fight against us because they make us stronger. The obstacles teach us to jump. And when they fight against us and come up against us, it toughens our back and strengthens us and keep us grounded, you know. Because one of the reasons why life is so exciting is that it comes with all these challenges that you never planned for, you're not aware of. They just come upon you. And when you overcome them, yes. There's a Christian song that says the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. Hallelujah, Jesus. We just give you thanks this morning. The program is powered by the blood of Jesus Christ, nothing else. We are on YouTube, Portland Spice TV. Yes, man, and we are on Facebook, Colin Anthony at Facebook. We are on PNP Fellowship at Facebook. And we ask that you also share it to your pages. You know, let the people around the world hear what we're talking about. One of the main things this morning is that we're looking at the Constitution. And I have to laugh when I talk about the Jamaican Constitution. A constitution that was given to us by our former slave masters. One that we cherish. Yes, Light Pang, big up yourself. Berrydale Massive, Ratta and the crew. Big up on yourself down at Berrydale. There are so many things that have been left to us by our slave masters that we're hanging on to, clinging on to. And I say to the people of Jamaica, don't be afraid of yourselves. Like I said to the people of Portland, don't be afraid of yourselves. Greatness lives in your borders. And don't follow those who are loud. Few in numbers, you know, very few. But them loud. And they believe that they're right. So they make a whole heap of noise. Hanging on to the slave master's coattail. What time your program start on a Saturday? We start 9 o'clock Jamaican time. 9 o'clock Jamaican time. And you know, Jamaica, we don't change time. We have the same time all year round. So now it's 10 o'clock in the US of A, some of the places, because the United States have a whole heap of different time zones, you know. Yes. My cousin down in Hawaii don't wake yet. Yeah, man. But 9 o'clock Jamaican time. But we come on a little early sometime, 15 minutes, 10 minutes before, you know, prep up the thing and, you know, that when you click on, if you click on a little before 9, we will still be here. But we really start the core of the program. President, morning. Big up yourself, man. One love. Now, the people who are afraid of black people in charge, they are afraid of themselves. Don't run from your shadow. Don't run from your shadow. Because I say to the people in Portland in a meeting at Bell Castle on Tuesday night, I said to them, greatness lies in our borders. And when I say our borders, I talk about the borders of East Portland. Not just East Portland, but Portland. Greatness come out of Portland. And if you look at your Governor General, the Governor General of Jamaica, Sir Patrick Allen, went to the same school that I went to. Yes, Fruitful Vale all age. But you know what else? He went to that school at a time when my mother was going to the school. He's now the Governor General of Jamaica, a Portlander. So I said to the people, those of you are running around, hopping all over Jamaica, looking for somebody to come and save you. Like greatness now in our borders. And I want to say to all of you this morning, have you ever experienced looking for your keys while it is in your hand? Have you ever experienced looking for your glasses while it is on your shirt? There are so many other instances I could say when you're looking for something where you already have it. And there's a saying that when you're too close to the forest, you can't see the beauty of the trees. Mother hen morning, welcome. So, I go further. And I mentioned to them T.P. Lecky, the scientists who came up with the formula to make the maestro bull. Yeah, T.P. Lecky out of Swift River. And I go back to them and I said to them, the Chief Justice of Jamaica, Honorable Brian Sykes, or Justice Brian Sykes, out of Snow Hill, is a Portlander. So I said to you, greatness lives, born, grow in your borders. It's time we stop running around and looking for what we already have. When I laid out the vision, the plans that we want to implement in East Portland and Portland, the people cheered. Them say, Shaka. Them say, Shaka, you are the man, we have it. So, I said to those who are not yet on board, who have not yet heard the vision, we are going around and we're meeting with small groups of people. It is intentionally that we don't want large crowds, even though we get some much bigger than we anticipated. Because when I spoke to the road manager, Comrade Peter Stamp, I said, Peter, I want small meetings, intimate crowds, where we can discuss what we're talking about, where we can answer multiple questions from one person. That when they get the vision, they can share the vision. When you have an audience of 50 and upwards, some people miss it. And we have had maybe 3 such meetings with over 50 people. The rest of them were right in the 30 to 40 zone where we want them. So, we are saying to the people that it's time for the development of Portland. We're not just talking about winning an election, but we're talking about winning and delivering. Ensuring that our people live a better life. Ensuring that our children and our children come see something better than what we saw when we came. So I said to you, share the vision, join the movement. This morning we are talking about constitutional reform for Jamaica. And it is serious business because the laws that govern Jamaica presently are being breached over and over again by the present administration. And that is why they are so eager for constitutional reform. And I have no problem with constitutional reform. I agree. Because as I said earlier, the present constitution that we have was handed down by our former slave masters. And we can't continue with that. We need one of our own. But it must not be rushed. And a few people who said they were going to abridge and abrogate and do whatever with our constitution so as to sort out the crime problem. We don't trust those people. So we are saying to them, take it around the country. And I hear they talking about 3 town hall style meetings. One was held in Montego Bay. And rightfully so, I heard some of the people saying, yo, don't rush this. Not even a brochure. Yeah? No literature of what you want to do so that we can tear into it properly. And you're not taking suggestion from the people, you're asking the man, what is your question? It cannot be just about questions. It must also be about suggestions. People must have a say what it is that you think should be in the Constitution. Sorry. And coming out of that meeting in Montego Bay, one of the things that I heard that I want to log on to is that we need more people who are elected than those who are just selected. As long as they don't make it in their favor so they can do things to get away with it. Well, you see, Miss Ellis, that's one of the things that we think they are doing. Trying to put it in their favor, the things them what them want. I don't know if you remember one of the time when the PNP voted in the Senate against the state of emergency. President of the Senate, Tom Tavares Finson, he was suggesting that the 2/3 in the Senate must be changed. Or the question of wanting a 2/3 majority in the Senate to push through the state of emergency needs to be looked at because the government wants to have it their way. When you have a prime minister who is selected and not elected, and we're not just talking about Andrew Holness this time now, because every prime minister that we have had in Jamaica were selected by the party, not elected by the people. And we are saying that we want more elected people to govern the country. Yeah, man. You select Rocky Mead as ambassador, Petty Penny. What? Me not even sure. Not even going to try if I remember him. Petty Penitentiary. I'm sure that's not correct. However, I am saying the senators should be elected. Yes. The prime minister, we want to vote for the prime minister different from voting for the member of parliament. Yeah, man. So the prime minister must be elected and not selected by the GLP or the PNP. Must be voted in by the people. Because, right now, this minute, if the GLP wants, they can change the prime minister. Right now. Based on the Constitution of Jamaica. If Tuesday, the GLP wants to go to Parliament and remove Andrew Holness, all they need to do today is write to the Governor General and say to the Governor General, Andrew Holness no longer enjoy majority support in the Parliament. And we want to move him on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, they go into the Parliament and vote for who they want to be the Prime Minister. Did you all know that that is the Constitution of Jamaica? The PNP can also move the opposition leader. They can move him. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, boom. Send a letter to the Governor General and said he no longer enjoys the majority of the opposition members and they want to move him. They can. So, if we're looking at the Constitution, some of the things that I would love is to see we move that. They should have a town hall meeting in every parish. I agree. I hear the planning one for Portland, but yes, I agree that a town hall meeting should be in every parish. We want to open the phone lines this morning because we want to hear your views. Fire King, big up yourself. We want to hear your views on what you would like to see in the Constitution. 804-7072. You can call me straight or you can call me on WhatsApp and talk to me this morning about what it is that you'd want to see changed or you'd want to see implemented in the Constitution. We're having constitutional reforms in Jamaica. But if it don't go to every parish, I don't think it's ready. It needs to go to every single parish. And I heard a suggestion that every MP should be allowed to host a town hall meeting. Hey! Ready is Portland. Hallelujah. Yeah, man, they should host a town hall meeting so that every constituency can have a chance to put their 2 cents or 5 cents. Lemar said that would eliminate a lot of non-functioning members. Well, Lemar, give me a call, man. Make we hear what you're saying. Make we hear your views. What it is you'd want to see in the Constitution. This is a wrong time. I was calling you much earlier. So, I realized. But we're live on here now, so make we talk a little more. So, yes, call me this morning, 804-7072. And let me hear what it is that you think or what it is that you would want to see in the Constitution. I believe we must have a right to education. Shouldn't be a privilege. A right. A right to health care. A right to shelter. Eh? Yes, sir. Morning, Gilly. Gilly said, how many Jamaicans read the Constitution? Well, you know, Gilly, and this is why at this time now, with this change or this look that we're doing at the Constitution, everything about it should be public. The sitting of this committee should be public, should stream live. Everything about it should be public. So people can watch it like a soap opera. At the time, I think they are only concentrating on the head of state part of it. I am not sure that they are changing the Constitution from what I heard from a member. Yeah. Well, they're not really changing the full thing, but I think it's time that if we're doing something, have a debate and have a wholesome thing. Because so, like Mark Golding is saying, the leader of opposition and the president of the People's National Party, said if we're going to move the head of state, we should have full decolonization, which I agree. I'm totally against our final appellate court being the Privy Council. To get a visa to go to England now is about 100,000. If you're talking about a one entry visa, it's about 100,000. Fire King said the right to a livable wage, not minimum wage. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. So there are a lot of things, but if they're just looking at the head of state, I think it's a waste of our money when there are so many other aspects of the Constitution that we would want to see be dealt with. We would want to see dealt with. But for me, the Privy Council must go with the king. The Privy Council must go with the king. You cannot have a final appellate court that is not accessible to the people of Jamaica. That is rubbish of the highest order. And remember now, when you go to the British High Commission to get a visa, you can be denied. There is nothing that says if it's court you go, you must get the visa. You can be denied. So after you pay your $100,000, there's no guarantee. And I'm not saying it's exactly $100,000, somewhere thereabout. But there's no guarantee that you're going to get that visa. So, like Mark Golden says, and I totally agree that we must have full decolonization. Away with the Privy Council. You have to be privileged to go to the Privy Council. So maybe that's why it's named Privy Council. It is the privileged council. Yes, I do not trust our own to make the final decision. You don't trust your own. You see, it's the same thing I'm talking about this morning. Don't be afraid of yourself. Do not be afraid of yourself. What do you mean you don't trust your own? You don't trust the people in the Caribbean Court of Justice? Look at the jurisprudence. Look at their findings, their rulings. Read them and see. I have not read any of them, but everybody else I hear that said they are second to none. I trust our judges in Jamaica. I have confidence in our local judges. And we have a Jamaican on the panel of judges for the Caribbean Court. Well, Sanya, I trust my people. I trust my people. I don't trust those people in England who have never been to Jamaica. I don't trust those people in England who don't know our culture. I don't trust those people in England who don't even know how we talk. They don't even know how we talk. Because, Sanya, watch this. If you are a man in a war, and him said to you, say, it's all right. It's all right. The man in England might think it is okay. But we know when a Jamaican look at you and say, it's all right. He mean him will deal with your case. Just wait. It's all right in Jamaica when you and somebody in a confrontation. Mean it no all right. I beg to differ. They may few, but some are easily bought. Our judges? No. Me trust with judges. I do. And I think we can even get better. I think we can get better. But, you see, Jamaica is a place where I still say, we're still afraid of ourselves, Dana. We're still afraid of ourselves in Jamaica. But we have to stop being afraid of ourselves. Portland Spice TV on YouTube, Dana. Just click on the link and you find it. So, me trust my judges. You know, me even trust the police them. We have good police at Jamaica, you know. We have a whole heap of good police. Problem is leadership. Leadership is one of the big problems. You see, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how rich you are, Sanya, or how much money you have. But when you have a case in the court and you want to take it to its final court, and you can't find the money to do the visa, To fly to England is almost $200,000 for your ticket. And if you don't have nobody up there to stay with them, if you go find hotel. Me no know, without any hesitation, I say we must get rid of the Privy Council. The Privilege Council. We must get rid of it. Get it out of our system. Whatever reform is made, we should not model our country of the US or the British style of government. These systems are imploding. We need to model. Wait gone, Fire King. All right. We need to model it off Danish government. Is that what you say? I don't know nothing about Denmark. I am not an elite. I born and grow in Rockfort, East Kingston. Please talk about the water problem in Drapers Heights. Hold on. You see, I going to talk about water. And what I going to tell you about water, you know. I am telling you that the water problem in Portland is an embarrassment. But make we talk a little bit about this and come back to the water problem, Shernet. Yeah, man. We'll come back to the water problem. Because the water problem in Portland is a major embarrassment. And we did hear a speech that says beautiful speaking can't put water in a pipe. His action do that. And for about 4 years and hard, we're waiting on the action. And we don't hear no beautiful speaking. No beautiful speaking, no action. So I am saying though, that the head of state must go. But how do we decide to choose that head of state? I dare say to you, it cannot be that any prime minister going to select the head of state. Me say bonafide upon that. The people must vote. If you want a president, the people must vote for that president. Vote for the president. And as me said earlier, I want to vote for the prime minister too. I want to vote for who is the prime minister. Because right now the prime minister is not voted for by the people of Jamaica. The prime minister is selected by either the PNP or the GLP. But if we're going to have a president, make we vote for the president. Yeah, man. The Danish government have free education for all up to university. With a stipend for college students. Free health care. Morning lifestyle. Big up yourself. Welcome. Please elaborate on a right to mean. I don't know if you said not. I don't know if you said not more. That's a DP. Call me, no man. I could call me. I could talk about it. But me want to vote for the president. Please elaborate what a right to mean. You have a right to life. So in any case in Jamaica, they must do everything to keep you alive. Not like when Chang say, if the police shoot you, the ambulance, like him say the ambulance not come. No. You have a right to life, even if you're a criminal. You must have a right to education. That means the system must put everything in place that you can access education. $5,000 in an envelope will still give the wrong president. Well, let me say this to you, Sonia. All of us must start educating our people to stop sell them decision to criminals. Because anybody who buy the decision is a criminal. Stop sell your decision to criminal. And that's why I say to those who don't vote, you are still worst. You are worse than those who vote. Morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. Narija, it's here.
Big up on yourself, me here, so now I get like a scrape off on the road, but does a kill, no.
That's what me call to thank Mr. Roland and Mr. Chili for.
Big up Councillor Dexter Roland and big up Chili Miller.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right.
Yes, man. Bless them up. Yes. Yes, but it needs a little more than that. But, Councillor Roland is doing what he can do because it is not even council money. It's not parish council money Councillor Roland has spent on the Nargites Road, because the council now give him no money to do that. Because the road is still not yet a parish council road. And Chili Miller of Miller's Construction, boy, Chili, the amount of things that Chili do for this parish here, for free. Big up yourself, Chili. May you live till then, son you. Bless you, my brother and friend. Tala. I like it. All right. Let me see, turn on. Let me see the back. All right. I'm a big data that way I take away all of my money. And this morning I come look for me and tell me say my computer want upgrade. So me I say, when you done go call, when you done go university, then the computer will upgrade. Yeah, man. How many appellants go to the UK? DP is asking. How many appellants go to the UK physically? Not sure, DP, but if you have a case and you want to go, the fact is you have to get a visa. The other fact is that they can turn you down. Also, if you need to send your lawyer, because sometimes the lawyers don't even go neither them ask a lawyer up there to plead, but sometimes the lawyer goes. So it shouldn't be that cumbersome and difficult for you to go represent your thing. It shouldn't be. I believe our final appellate court, anybody who wants to go should be able to go. So if it is even in Barbados and you're going to court, all you need is a passport to go to Barbados, And I believe that if you have a case in court, you will be allowed in the country. It's not that cumbersome. And the CCJ does sit in Jamaica as well. So I am for the CCJ. I am not for the Privy Council. And I believe that, and I am suggesting to the opposition, that don't play no ball if we not sort out the court. The court must go. Trinidad still, although a republic, still have the Privy Council as their final appellate court. I don't agree with that. And I also believe, that you see, even being a part of the Commonwealth, I think we need to leave the Commonwealth because we don't have that Commonwealth. Brother Shaka, I don't know that a project without a plan. Hold on, Brother Shaka, don't you know that a project without a plan always have blurred vision? Without a plan, there will be scrambling all over or stumbling all over. I don't know which project that they are talking about, though, Prezi. But, yeah. If you don't have a plan, you have a problem. And, you see, when we talk about constitutional reform, we have to know what it is we want. And that's why I said every aspect of the constitutional reform must be made public. When the committee sits, it should be streamed. Nisa? Yes, baby, come here. When it sits, bring me a small towel. They should stream it live. Should be streamed live that every Jamaican can watch. Morning Night Talk. That good. Big up yourself, my general. Enough respect. If the judge free Ruel Reid, you're still going to say you trust them? No. Ruel Reid case. You see those cases? Should come on TV. Stream live. So we can watch it. Because first, before you can blame the judge, you have to understand or hear the evidence that is presented. Because if the police them not investigate properly, because the judge can't rule by sentiments, the judge must rule on the facts that is laid before him or her. So, To make a statement like that, my brother, me can tell you that if we hear the statement, if that case is brought live, and we realize that the case is properly laid, evidence strong and the judge still let him go, then we're going to question the judge. But we must hear what is laid. A law has to be passed that during any form of election or referendum, no exchange of fund must be made between politician and the electorate or a prison term. But let me tell you something, Sanya. You know what I say? Presently, this is the case. Vote buying is illegal, you know. Vote buying is illegal. And that's why I said to you all the while that gangsters around the country. Because those of you who have evidence would have seen the vote buying, and then people tell you, say, election day work, them a play a pay, and we know see a life from the pit of hell. No financial exchange must be made on election day. Presently, in Jamaica. No financial exchange must be made on election day. No politician. And that's why they use the surrogates. But that must come into law, me agree. That no funds must be exchanged on election day. None. And we should have bring in a law that says if you catch a man with over $5,000 per election day, you charge him too. Yeah, man, me agree with that. Me agree with that, Sanya. A law must be put in place that if you catch a man with over $5,000 per election day, you charge him. Don't walk with no money per election day. Them too corrupt and a buy vote. Hey, you see that's why black people don't trust black people, you know. For real, you know. That's why black people don't trust black people. Because black people still a walk around and buy black people. It's black people sell black people in Africa, you know. So when black people are going to hate white people, sometimes we need to start hate black people first. Because whenever white people own black people in Africa and sell them to white people, you know. A black people own black people in Africa and sell them to white people. Yeah, I watched a movie the other day. Don't remember what the movie name while I was abroad. Oh God. What's your name? A female king, the movie name. But there was this kingdom with a female warrior. Yeah. Eh? Aye. A female king. No, it wasn't a female king. It was a kingdom, but they had a strong female warrior. And she decided to tell the king that they have to stop selling them people. They have whole heap of other things could have sell. Stop selling the people. Colin, would you be okay with a prime minister who did not win their seat? That's not possible in Jamaica. That's not possible in Jamaica presently to have a prime minister who not win their seat. Because the prime minister must be elected by the people of a constituents and then selected by the party that have the majority in the parliament. So I don't understand your question. A woman king in Yemen's right, you watch it? Yeah, man, me like the movie. Because they used to sell their people to the white slave owners when they come in from Europe. And this female, I don't know if I see a movie ends where she had a daughter and abandoned the daughter, but she cut the daughter and put some stone or some thing there in the daughter. And then when they buck up back, she search the daughter and find it. Yeah. Woman king. Morning, cuz. Welcome. Bless up yourself. So, I am saying that black people need to start understand themselves. And that's why education is key. And in my sojourn right now, I am trying to educate the people. That says, listen. Anybody who come and say, listen, man, don't bother learn for fish. Just take a fish from me. don't mean you're no good. Anybody who come and offer you $5,000 for vote and can't convince you with their arguments, their plans and vision to vote for them, the $5,000 show you say them no good. Because they are supposed to be representing you. And you're supposed to pay the lawyer for represent you, you know. You show me where a lawyer paying a criminal to represent him. And I saw the thing work. And I saw it work. So anybody that come and them a stretch them onto you and I say, hold this and vote for me. Them not ready. That right away tells you that this person is no good for you. This person can't help you. But let me go back to the Privy Council because I want to come to the water issue in Portland because it's something that we can fix. The Privy Council for me is that these people, some of these people who are judges on the Privy Council, have never been to Jamaica. They have never seen my land. And I'm saying the final appellate court for my people should be one that they can access. If they want to go, they should be able to go. Nobody is supposed to be able to turn them down and tell them, say them nah give them no visa. That cannot be justice. So I agree with Mark Golding when Mark Golding said full decolonization. Get rid of the slave master. Right away, once and for all. And make we live as a free people, as a sovereign nation. 804-7072. You can call me straight and you can call me on WhatsApp if you want to share in the discussion. We're going it alone this morning, you know. We never invite no guests this morning. Last week we had Julian Robinson on. Going to the UK is a dinosaur way of thinking. So, Bridget, let me ask you, you want to keep the Privy Council as Jamaica's final appellate court? Tell me that lifestyle. If you want to keep the Privy Council as Jamaica's final appellate court. And if you know of anybody who have ever gone to the Privy Council, if you know of any lawyer from Jamaica who have ever gone to the Privy Council, and I say to you that yes, people from Jamaica have gone to the Privy Council. The Privy Council do on the Zoom. They do on the Zoom. Hold on, I want to see this. I want to see it back here. So that is what makes an independent decision good. That is what makes an independent decision good, because they apply the law, not because they know anything about the person involved. No, I'm not saying you have to know about the person involved, but I'm saying our culture is also important. Our culture is also important. Does these people know what it means when a man says, "I'm going to eat your food"? Does these law lords in London understand when a Jamaican says, "I'm going to eat your food"? What that mean? In fact, I remember a couple of years ago that the court in England had to bring in interpreters for Jamaicans. Now, this wasn't the Privy Council. This was for Jamaicans living in England who had run afoul of the law and have to go to court. The court had to bring in some interpreters because when the Jamaicans talk patois, the judges in England did not understand. And a lot of Jamaicans were found guilty, not even understanding English. You hear me say? So they had to start bringing in people who understand the Jamaican dialect and also could speak English. Because there were Jamaicans who were ending up in jail, in prison, because they didn't understand the English language. And vice versa, the judges in England did not understand the Jamaican dialect. So it's not about personally knowing. It's about the culture, the lifestyle, understanding the lifestyle. And every day, we bring in new talk in Jamaica. One of the new one now is chopping the line. I wonder if the law lords in England know what that means to chop the line. Because they might think it's going in front of somebody in the line. Because in England, when the bus come, everybody line up, you know. When the bus come to the bus station in England, people go up in a line. And in Jamaica, we talk now about chopping the line. So I'm asking, do you think the law lords in England knows what it means to chop the line? Stop being afraid of yourself. Stop being afraid of yourselves. We must hold each other to the highest standard. That's what we need to do. And demand professionalism from each other. I don't necessarily want the Privy Council, but I would prefer an independent group of people making the final decision. And that is why I said to you, Sanya, I agree with the Caribbean Court of Justice. Not far-fetched, in the same region with us, with Jamaicans on it. Doesn't mean that that Jamaican going to sit on your case. But they are close to us. They more understand our culture. I don't want the Privy Council. You see, let me tell you something, you know. I don't want to have nothing to do with these Europeans who slave my four parents, you know. Understand my argument, you know. And that's why I said the clock in the town square must go, because it have nothing African about it. It have nothing Caribbean about it. It have nothing Jamaican about it. And that's why I recognize and honor Nanny of the Maroon. And I said to the people of Portland, let's put a statue of Nanny in the town square of Port Antonio. Yeah. But until you're not ready to talk to me about what I want to think about the Privy Council, because I ask Lifestyle TV, what is it that he wants? Is it that he wants to continue with the Privy Council, but move the head of state? Or what? Tell me straight up. I see your questions, but your questions don't mean that you necessarily want the Privy Council, you know. Maybe you're just being provocative and asking the question. Sanya say, as long as no Jamaican is on it, no Jamaican must be on the Caribbean Court of Justice or the Caribbean Court of Appeal. You must have Jamaicans on it. Maybe you might say you don't want them to sit on to sit on the Jamaican case. And I don't see nothing wrong with it either. Your parish court of Jamaican, your Supreme Court of Jamaican, your Court of Appeal of Jamaican, and they have been doing well. I say that our Jamaican judges have been doing well. That's what me think. I don't think we have the worst judges in the world. I think we're right up there with the best of the best. Did you know that a Jamaican sit on the international court? Did you know that? There is a Jamaican who sits on the international court. What a court name again? Is that the right name for the court? Julian Robinson, opposition spokesman and finance. Are you all aware that his father sits on the international tribunal court? Something like that. I don't remember if I get the name right. But Julian Robinson's father sits on the international court. Yes. Greatness lives in our borders. Why is it that we are afraid of our greatness? I am saying the Jamaican excuse themselves when a Jamaican case is being heard. That is something we can look at, you know. That is something that we can look at. But I am saying not in all cases. Because I think for those sittings you have maybe 3 or 5 judges. So the Jamaican maybe would just be 1 of 3 or 1 of 5. Because at the final appellate court, I don't think one judge sit. So you have to understand the thing. But we need to stop being afraid of ourselves. We are great people. People of integrity. Yes, we have few that don't have no integrity. And that's why I continue to call on those Jamaicans who don't vote, who don't participate in the system. That bad man reign. Bad men reign. Bad men reign. Bad men reign. While good people sit aside and do nothing. While good people sit aside and do nothing. When me say bad men reign. When good people sits aside and do nothing. We have bad government when majority of Jamaica sits aside and don't vote. We have bad leaders when majority of Jamaicans sit aside and don't vote. Rise up out of your slumber. Answer the call. The torch has been lighted. The dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal, faithful, true to thee. If you never heard it before, it's the PNP song. I just quote parts of it. Get up out on a slumber, man. Not too comfortable and lazy. Because our greatness is corrupt. No, our greatness is not corrupt. But great men struggle to lead. Men with integrity don't get a chance to lead because they're not buying the vote. Jamaicans with integrity don't get a chance to lead because they're not playing the hypocrisy, the hypocrite. Jamaicans with integrity don't get a chance to lead because they talk the truth, and one or two man who feel that them don't want that man who are going to talk it straight in the business. They corrupt other people, buy vote and keep out people with integrity. And then majority of you sit aside and say, why not vote? Majority of you sits aside and say, you know, not with politics. When politics run everything, it is politics that makes the policies that run your country. That is just words. That is just words. Arm's length is extremely important to prevent corruption. Let me tell you something. When you sit down in your yard and you say you nah vote, and you have people like Montague, and a lot of people want to see in the town square of Port Antonio, and a lot of people who no call idiot. Election morning, they are first in the line. And somebody joke them at them side and say, take this and vote that way. Yeah. And they vote. But you, when nobody couldn't choke you, if you go out there for vote, nobody couldn't offer you $5,000. But you don't go out there. You sit down and say anything or anything. The whole of them are the same thing. So anybody want to run it. I said to you, when the whole of them sit down and watch a man like Peter Phillips lose and didn't get a chance to manage this country. And then you have a man who say Clarks, fresh cash, around the country. I want to cause it. For us to make major change, we have to fight to have a seat at the table so we can bring more awareness, have a voice, and help to influence changes that we want to see implemented. You can't make no changes from outside. You want to make change, you have to step on the inside. You have to have a seat at the table, Denise. Yes. If you don't have a voice in the discussion, you can't make no change. Captain Baker in the building. If you don't have a seat at the table, you can't make no change. Captain Baker, it was when we got Channel 12 at SATCOM and decided that we're going to primary school quiz competition that saw change in our children, got them interested, and we see Teachfield winning school challenge quiz because we had a say and we made a change. It cannot happen with you sitting aside or standing aside. Get involved. I say get involved in the thing. Me no want no Privy Council as my final court of appeal. And I am looking a seat at the table because I want to say, yeah man, me I look a seat at the table. This is my country. I'm in a sit down. All right, DP, Mr. Wagwan, my apologies. My apologies, my brother. My apologies. It coming like I'm not hearing when the phone ring on the WhatsApp. So I missed the call, so I'm going to return. I'm returning the call. Have my apologies, my brother. I look like I'm not here when the phone ring on WhatsApp. Talk to me.
Why you want me call you? You know, say listeners them not like hear my voice.
Listen to me. You hear me tell my listeners them say me not stop talk to you. Because I am the kind of person who don't just want to hear the choir. I want to hear people who disagree with my opinion from time to time.
But me you said that. But even the last time when me call and me come off my phone, you say, boy, I'm trying to have patience in and thing, but some foolishness where. So me don't know. Me don't know if you condescend.
Me want to talk to you.
Set me up for people.
Me want to talk to you.
I set me up for people. Say me I idiot and me chat too much foolishness. Cause me know Gilly are one of them when I like hear my voice.
DP, don't call nobody name.
Can't call name.
Talk to me, no call nobody
then
name.
you want to call my name.
You call me if you talk to me. Talk to me.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So the same. I don't think your argument about the judges not understanding Jamaican hold much water because there are judges in Jamaica when understand Jamaican.
But there are less of them. There are fewer of those.
It no matter. Well, you know, say, guys, you're making it so law is law in a region. I remember say up to now, Jamaica still go after the British law. So law is law. Remember that we used to have Jamaicans going to England. So are you saying it was irrelevant back then when we never have law school in Jamaica? So is English law then come and try Jamaicans with and that was wrong? Law is law. You have some said something. You have rape, you have murder, you have fraud, all of them something that things. Dialect not change. And if you need to bring in an interpreter, there's nothing wrong with that.
But you know that happened in England a couple of years ago.
Not wrong with that. I heard of cases where as long as it's competent people are bringing in. This man attacked to the judge and say, him go check the data around 3 o'clock in the morning. And the Jamaican judge was stunned because she was wondering why he went to look for a child at 3 a.m. Is somebody in the court, and this is not in England, this is not the Privy Council, this is in Jamaica, and is somebody in the court that to say, no, Your Honor, when the Rasta say him go check him data, is him girl him go check, him woman.
Yes.
So I don't think that whole much, that is just a talking point to debate the argument to say they this or whatever. If you're telling me now, Colin, if a Spanish speaking person is held in Jamaica, the judge should not sit and try and because the judge is not bilingual or don't speak Spanish, you go find an interpreter reputable and whatever, and then you translate and make sure say both the person feel comfortable with the translator. Those things are not. We have other things we should have worried about, Colin.
Talk to me. Hold on. Talk to me though. Talk to me about. I have a case in the court in England, and I want to go. Talk to me about that.
That is what but first and foremost, and let's use a name, Adija Farmer. He's incarcerated, he's doing murder. How is going to go to England to things?
Yeah, man,
so
but
that is me glad me call you.
Hold on. But him have to send the lawyers. Him have to send the lawyers.
No. Bert Samuel is also not going there either. Your lawyer do not go there. You have to link with a lawyer that practices in that jurisdiction.
No man,
you
can go.
cannot send a lawyer from Jamaica. You can go, but you will not be the first. I don't know what they call it. But if Bert Samuel went to England, he wouldn't be talking in court.
Right.
Because you have to liaise with somebody of that jurisdiction.
So then again, no. Why is it then? Would I want to have a court where the lawyer of my choice can't speak? Why would I want to do that?
Yeah, but Colin, as I talk about right, you know, so right now it's better if you got court, you're not talking at all, better if you lie at all. Because first and foremost, you're not going to understand court talking and language and dialect or whatever them call it.
Fair enough, but
you're not going to understand it.
Hold on, fair enough, but I would have a lawyer of my choice, of my choosing.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it would I want my final appellate court to be in a position where the lawyer of my choosing can't talk?
Well, that's come to them, the law is blind. And yours are, I don't know if she's still a PMP. The lady where it's supposed to run get Val, she's still a PMP?
Valerie? I don't know
Yes.
if I don't know if she is still. I don't know. I'm
Well,
not sure.
you should get her on because she's one of the PNP who is strident and keeping the Privy Council.
I heard her.
When you're on radio, when you not draw for all of the cases, whatever, she draw for good cases to us and listen. If this case I tried in Jamaica, I remember when I was reading sometime last year, was a police officer. And when I read the story myself, because they had the whole ruling, it came out, and I heard Andrew and read it, I'm going to read it for myself. And I'm being honest with you, Colin. When I read the story, it was a policeman. And when he was accused of killing his wife. And when I read the story, to me, everything sounded like the man guilty.
And he got off. The Privy Council let him off. Yeah.
And she's saying if it wasn't for the Privy Council, the innocent man would be doing time in prison.
She said that. I remember.
So if a learned liar like Valerie, which have her ratings, although she a PMP, she have her rating, she is respected in Jamaica. If she's of that view, and this is why enough time when me say it, I'm not trying to attack Colin Anthony. Me not attack you when me say I prefer listen to an expert than somebody that's just sharing their opinion. Most of your show is opinion based. You're not an expert in none of the not none, because you're an expert in entertainment and business and then something there. But a lot of things where you bite and you can't where you bite your true you can't sell because you're not
I am a broadcaster. The show is opinion based.
Right, and that is the point I'm making. But me I say something like this now, when you just share your opinion, say, boy, the fact that a man can't get him visa or he can apply, one prisoner can't apply for him visa.
But it's not Uncle Prisoner it's not Uncle Prisoner go to that court, my brother.
That is true.
It's not Uncle criminal case go to the Privy Council.
I'm happy you said that. But again, I'm going back. A professional like Valerie that have been practicing for years can say no, they are meriting keeping the Privy Council. Why should I accept your opinion over a practice liar?
But that's Valerie. But hold on, that's Valerie. I am going to tell you that Bert Samuels, what is brother name? This GLP liar, big King's Council. Now what his name? Frank Phipps. Yeah. These people are saying move away from the Privy Council.
And again, that's just opinion.
So they have pointed to case as well. So Valerie Nita Robertson is one of the persons who are saying stay, but there are other prominent Jamaican lawyers who are saying move.
Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing. But I am saying the point that I make, which you sound like you're missing it. I am saying I prefer listen to a practicing lawyer opinion and go with it than you would just share your opinion because of whatever reason. She's a lawyer. She has been doing this.
But DP,
she win case in a Privy Council, and I think she lost case in the Privy Council.
Yes,
as well.
but so is Frank Phipps.
Have you applied to go to? Have you applied to go to the Privy Council and was denied?
Don't want to apply, DP. I wish I never have to. Yeah.
So what? All right.
But I am saying to you,
what is the main reason why you want to move from the Privy Council?
The same reason why I want to get rid of the king as the head of state. These people slave my foreparents. England, yeah? English people slave my foreparents. Had this country in slavery for many years. My great grandaunt fought them and won. And I am saying they should not be holding any power over the Jamaican people. Neither by head of state nor by the Privy Council.
You're conflicting the two, but I hear you.
Conflicting?
And I agree with you.
There's no conflict.
I agree with you.
You ask me why I want to move away.
I am saying no, but because the reason why I ask you that, you don't have to go to the Privy Council.
No.
It's a choice.
No.
And in fact, you have to apply to go there.
Yes.
And you have to get leave of whatever to go. You must get it either.
Leave.
Right now, the mother where she don't want to show her give the password to your cell phone, and me can't say, oh, somebody fi clear your picnic. And them say, listen, this phone was in the position of the car that you reported
DP,
stolen.
that look ugly.
Yes, sir. You know what? You know what I talk about it. You can't tell me, no.
Me don't know if I want to go in it. All I want to say it look ugly. Because it is a legal matter.
Applying. She's now applying. No, but it's in the media, so we can't talk about it. She had applied for leave to go to Privy Council to go say, no, restrict them from going to her phone. It was denied.
Hold on. I don't think she reached Privy Council yet because I think it's the Supreme Court now rule that they must go in the thing. So I think she will go to the appeal court in Jamaica first before it go to the Privy Council.
Some denied, and it's my of whatever was denied.
Yeah, man. The Supreme Court denied her, and they are saying that they are going again. So it seems to me like they are going to go as far as it can, not to get into the phone. It look ugly.
Right.
It look ugly to me.
Since you don't want to dwell on that too much, make we digress. But I'm saying, even if Jamaica decide to go to Caribbean Court of Justice for whatever, that still don't give you an automatical right to go to wherever, whether it's Trinidad, it's BS or Jamaica or whatever, because they still have to go through a certain process. So it's not that moving away from the country is just going to make it easy.
No, but if you have
everybody are any
hold on. If you go Trinidad, Barbados or any one of them country there, all you need is your passport and your plane ticket.
No, man, no. Before that, what I'm saying, Colin, based on your case, you still would have to get permission.
But DP, no, but even to go to the Supreme Court, you have to apply to go to the Supreme Court in Jamaica, you know. You know, just decide see other court there you go. So that goes without saying. I was just trying to call Bert a while ago, and I go and try. Normally, when him see me miss call, he might call me back because I want to talk to him about some of the things that you brought forward. But whisper a prayer saying, Mark is a descendant of slave master and should not be a leader. No, I want to go there. I read it and I put it up because I want to go there. No, hold on, DP. Hold on. Because I was privileged to be at a NEC, and I think it depends on this same YouTube channel here, where Mark Golden went through his parents' bloodline. And in fact, Mark Golden's parents, them come from somewhere close down to Russia. And because they were poor, they come up to Scotland or somewhere. He gave the entire outline. So whisper a prayer. If you search this same channel at Portland Spice TV, you will find Mark Golden talking about where his parents are from. And in fact, I think his mother's side come from Australia.
So is that relevant?
Because you know, so the man said Mark Golden is a descendant of slave master.
But right now, I am sure if they have a crowd of people and Mark Golden going at the crowd, everybody can be able to identify him.
But
so
listen,
what's the point?
But listen, DP. Daryl Vaz looks him like Mark Golden.
Yeah, Daryl Vaz is not trying to be the prime minister.
Oh, he's not? You sure?
No, he's not.
So what is wrong with Mark Golden trying to be the prime minister? Mark Golden was born in Jamaica.
I agree with you. Born had nothing to do with it. I don't believe.
Born have not
20,
hold
40
on.
years.
Did you get a chance to choose your parents?
Listen to my argument. Listen to my argument. For me, I said. Just like what you don't get to choose which either. Those are two of the same. My argument is for the next 40, 50 years on the same premise where you're saying because of what British people or the UK did to our foreparents, nobody will look like them people enough to rule Jamaica for the next 50, 40 years. We shouldn't have nobody that don't really look like us be our leader, our head of state, president or prime minister.
And who is us? Who is us? Who is us?
The Jamaican people, the native Jamaican people.
All native Jamaican people are black?
I didn't say they're black. I am saying look alike. And Colin, don't try to fight something that is factual. Mark does not look like a typical Jamaican.
Was Mark Golden born in Jamaica?
That not know to do with it.
What makes you a Jamaican? Because you're black? Me have a brethren named Efusa. You know Efusa. Yes. Efusa blacker than me and you. Is he a Jamaican? Right? Is he a Jamaican?
Me no know.
You don't know?
Me don't know if he's a Jamaican.
He's not a Jamaican. Well, he's a Jamaican now, but he was not born in Jamaica.
Thank you very much. And this is why I say born sometimes not really have nothing to do with it.
Born have everything to do with it, DP. That's weird.
No, because Colin,
I am saying,
no, man, you're
Edward Siaga. Hold on. Edward Siaga.
Colin, there are people in Jamaica right now doing more for for Jamaica that weren't born in Jamaica than some of them want to chop the same line we are talking about. You have people born in Jamaica, all them do are bring down Jamaica.
That is a
And
fact.
them born in Jamaica.
Me have no issue with that. But I am saying to you, DP, my leader or any prime minister of Jamaica must be born in Jamaica. Mark Golding was born in Jamaica.
Your leader to look like us.
No.
Like us.
No.
When Mark tries to talk Patois Colin, it just sound foreign.
Let me ask you something.
Like, real.
Answer me this. Edward Siaga, was he born in Jamaica?
No.
Did he look like us?
No.
So, you did have a problem with that?
But I don't have a problem with it because me just tell you a while ago say born and nothing to do with it.
So the question I may ask you now.
Colin, at what age did Siaga come to Jamaica to live?
Hold on, man. Me not reach this yet.
Oh, you're not reaching it. We never thought apart that.
Oh, you mean we never thought apart that? When me I said to you,
never hear it.
Did you have a problem with Siaga being Prime Minister of Jamaica?
I wasn't old enough to have a problem.
Do you have a problem with it now, the fact that he was Prime Minister?
No, based on the history when we read and when we do for Jamaica, of course I have no problem with it.
So you know the history of Mark Golding father, what Mark Golding father do for Jamaica? As a man who never born in Jamaica.
No, Colin, no man, not do that, man.
No, do what?
Discussion. What Mark father do for Jamaica has nothing to do with Mark do for Jamaica.
So
you're telling me to vote for Mark because his father didn't.
No, hold on. You said Siaga wasn't born in Jamaica. And him come to Jamaica what?
What age he came to Jamaica?
2 days, 3 days, 4 days? The same day? He wasn't born in Jamaica.
Right.
And that's the fact.
That is a fact.
Mark Golding was born in Jamaica. Born at Jamaica.
Carry water for me, but go ahead.
Oh, you mean it no carry water? Is either you born here or you don't born here? Mark Golding has done a lot for this country. So forget Mark Golding father then.
Colin, we passed that enough. We passed that.
No,
the discussion where you labor now. The point where you labor now is irrelevant. Because guess what happened? Guess what happened? Up to now, you still cannot born in a Jamaica and become a prime minister.
True.
That hasn't changed.
And that is something that we need to change in the constitution.
So when you're saying good, so I'm saying this is it, and this is why I say elevate the discussion. Currently, and even when Edward Siaga was the prime minister, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing illegal. He never forged no documents. We do whatever. So why we have believed at that point? And I said no, just born here. I am saying I think we have passed that stage where just born in here should give you ultimate right over anybody else because
I'm saying it need to.
There are a lot of Jamaicans. There are a lot of people in Jamaica, who are not born Jamaican, and they're doing more. In fact, and I'm going to put myself in this category, there are people who live outside of Jamaica and are still contributing and doing more than people who are born and live and never put them foot one time on a plane. So my discussion should not stop at the level for say, born or not born. It's beyond that.
Let me say this to you, DP. We're talking about constitutional change, and one of the change I would love to see in the constitution that no person who was not born in Jamaica should be prime minister of this country. It should never happen again.
All right, we agree upon that. Not a problem.
And I don't care how you look. If you're white, pink, blue, yellow. Once you were born in Jamaica, yes, you can. Once you were not born in Jamaica, no, you can't.
I hear you. So let me be hypothetical now. So if you have one good person that wasn't born in Jamaica and one bad person that wasn't born in Jamaica, you would choose the bad person just because they're born in Jamaica.
It wouldn't be a choice. The good person could not put up themselves. It wouldn't be a choice. The fact that you were not, it's just like the country that you know live in, DP. If you was not born in America, you cannot be the president.
Well, as we see what Trump do with that, so Obama not born in America. So,
but Obama was born in America. So
that's how them tell you. You believe it because they tell you that. We not no proof. I'm not saying that to say it wasn't. I'm just saying me and you don't know because we never there in the labor room. Something what you said earlier. When you say have a right and you kind of hit it, and I intentionally stop at that way of explain a right because Does a right mean free?
A right, if it means it have to be free.
Yes, in the context where you
No,
list out to
you
say
mean free?
every
You mean
Jamaican should have a
monetary?
right to education, right to health, right to living, right to
No, you
whatever.
don't
When you
necessarily.
say, and that is what I was asking you
You
to
mean money,
elaborate.
and you mean monetary free. It don't necessarily have to be monetary
No,
free,
man.
but it must be accessible.
So who in a Jamaica now have a right to education and health?
Who don't have a right to education and health?
Yes.
All Jamaican have a right to education. We all have a right to
Just
health.
ask because me here when you state it and like said there's a problem right now. So you have to say me now. Remember, I'm not there. You say every Jamaican should have. So what's the point saying everyone that's already the case? Jamaicans, they have a right to health
Yes.
and education.
Yes.
So me kind of did get.
Me not understand where you get out of it, but I'm saying these are rights that we must protect.
Oh, okay. So it's protection of the right. Okay.
Yes.
Me think you did ask it because you have other members from your party. Me them ask for some free something and thing and certain discussion I may have. This is why I'm gonna label me as one labor right. But I don't believe that I should be working 80 hours a week and somebody who thief in light, me pay them light bill.
That is wrong.
Against them something else.
I don't know if you heard Philip Paulwell. I don't know if you heard Philip Paulwell in the parliament.
We're asking for the split of the two, split the company.
And he's asking to stop that as well. The fact that people at Thief Light and JPS are collected from I.
Exactly.
He's asking that for that.
100%.
Yeah, man, that must stop.
But
JPS must be put in a
from
situation that them defend them thing.
Right, and they get this guarantee profit something. Company have this guarantee profit because whatever. Gone are those days, although he might do one of them, but it's sign after that to give them, to entice them to come to Jamaica. So, but I'm saying this is the point I'm making. When I hear the PMP talk, and not you, make sure I differentiate. When me hear the PMP talk, all of the talk show them, they're asking for free everything. I have a
Free what?
PMP friend, me talk to him and him say, free everything.
What do you mean free everything?
Listen,
Listen, if you are free, listen, DP. Anybody here attack that man? That's not full-fledged rubbish, man.
Okay.
I don't even believe in free healthcare in Jamaica at this time.
They twin it to say, listen, it's only some people benefiting from the wealth and the prosperity in Jamaica, and it should be free to all. And I'm saying, no, Colin, me know how you work. Me not think you right this money where just see an envy of the way you have to get the same amount of something.
No, man. No.
But they're PMP.
Let me say something to you. DP, accessibility me believe in. Accessibility don't mean free.
Good.
It doesn't necessarily mean free.
People must work for them.
Yes, man. And you see, let me tell you something. You see, when the GLP came in and said free healthcare, I say rubbish. Because a man that works having money, have how much health insurance, why he must go up a hospital and get it for free? I believe the man who can't pay must get health care.
Total different argument.
You must not be turned away because you can't pay.
Guess what happened?
But hold on.
Guess what happened?
DP. When they go up on the system of a hospital and type in Colin Bell, my TRN must come up. And with my TRN, or if when them reach the needs, it must come up and it must say if I have a job or not. It must say if I have health insurance or not. It must say if I can pay. And once it say I can pay, then there is supposed to be an amount that I pay. You understand?
Let me tell you a secret, Colin. Let me tell you a secret, and this is why I hear people who don't follow politics come and make them talk, and this is something I despise 100%. I hear a prominent talk show host a couple of weeks, and every time I tweet him on it. He said don't vote. But these people are the loudest set of people outside the government.
Yeah, man, but nobody should not listen to him, man.
Exactly. When Portia Simpson did remove the whatever PA you pay to up to 18, I was saying that was pointless, Colin, because I several times I go to hospital and me just say me can't pay the registration fee, and them still register me.
You must not be.
Can't pay and go through.
You must not be turned away. But there must be but DP, there must be a system though that even when you get through, when them
then
check you,
if you can.
When they check you out and find out, say, yo, but this man can pay. The bill must come.
You send a bill.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you must, and I believe you must have different tiers of what is charged.
Me I feel uncomfortable now because I mean I believe in that tier.
And let me tell you, but let me tell you why I believe in that tier.
no. Me, I not
Hold
support
on. Let me tell you why I believe in the tier though, DP. A man who earn minimum wage. Maybe you would even charge him. A teacher, you'd say a teacher should pay 5% of what the cost is.
Oh, so level of exemption.
Right.
Okay.
And then you gotta
Level of
say a judge must pay 20%. You understand what I say?
Yeah, but you could say
And
right,
based on your ability to pay, you pay a certain amount.
Right.
That's what me believe in, brother. Because the system, we are still a third world country. You see, when we have the high-tech, high-income economy where we are make money, then fine, you can say, all right, free healthcare to all. Like Canada or like the Danish, like Denmark.
Right.
But at this
this is the
stage...
point I'm making. So this is a politician do Colin and me I said this at this amount go to. So when Portia did remove the free no charge whatever up to 18 years old, she was basically appealing to the loudmouth people them what did I say something about that. JLP came and followed suit and did the same thing and make it as a campaign promise and say, listen, we're going to move it from 0 to 18 to all the way everybody free. But what's the point? I remember when my brother did have Ernie and he made one go put in the mesh or whatever. And he asked me for the money to buy the mesh we go up a hospital thing and I'm like, what's the point? Not even use a fee you now collect from somebody, which could have helped offset medicine or cleaning agents or whatever. Free it up to everybody. Have people abusing the system who can go to a private doctor, but yet still then go to the public thing. Because they don't want to spend the money. I think that is wrong. So then people reverse that as they say, who can pay.
Yes.
Put in a minimum if I have a service charge, whatever or something. And find a way to track people who have them health care and still want to burden the system. I disagree with them something. But the point I'm making is this is what politicians, this is what I want to look at politicians we are aspirant. I want to tell people where they want here to try to appease. And the people will say yes to free education and free thing. For them picking now go to public school and now go to clinic, go sit down and wait. They are going to spend their money on the thing. So I don't believe the government should listen to the loud noise most of the time. Because half of the people them have them agenda. Just like now in a political sphere, where most of the PMP are asked for is not feasible, it can't work.
Like what?
Most of the stuff them. Even with the whole thing about crime and whatever and stuff right now, it seems as if murderer have more rights than a citizen. The other day when I see them about Andrew Holness go out CARICOM, whatever, go about, or them are banned M60, whatever weapon thing, and I'm like, but show me the record that somebody that owns a whatever kind of gun in a Jamaica causing murder. No. So I think it's wrong when people are legitimate citizens not allowed to own whatever amount of guns they want to own because the man they want to come for your 3, 4, 5 of them up to since week. Somebody sent me a video where the girl in this bar and this dude just come in with a gun and point it and then you see she start dole out the money out of the pan. No. I believe that we should be arming Jamaica more business people and citizens should be getting guns. And outnumber the man them where the wicked them will just spend their money and buy them gun and rob people.
I run it off of my channel this morning because I hear it on the same page.
Why?
When I hear it on the same page, I talk to you little more. Give somebody else a chance.
All right, boss.
Bless up. One love. 804-7072. If you want to call me on WhatsApp, we take WhatsApp call as well, so it don't necessarily mean it have to be straight. Morning, teacher. Ian in Florida. Tune in. Big up yourself, Ian. Long time, my brother. One love. You see, let me tell you something. Free education, for me, is vital. Free education up to tertiary level is vital. Canada healthcare is not free. We pay most taxes to cover all these amenities. Hey, but Canada healthcare, brother, I have some experience with that, Gilly. And trust me, when I see the hospitals in Canada, I say, yes, I would love to see something like this in Jamaica. Been to a hospital called Mount Sinai. Wow. The best Chinese food me eating at the food court, Rasta. Best. I want to get to the water issue though. Somebody messaged me earlier about water in Drapers Heights. And as somebody who is aspiring to become the next member of parliament for East Portland, like I tell the people the other night, I don't believe in pie in the sky plans and come tell people whole heap of sweet argument. But I believe that we can fix the water problem in Portland. All of Portland. There is enough water in this parish that everybody can get water in a them pipe. And one of the things that I am going to be working towards is to have a massive dam in Portland. Massive. Bigger than the Mona and the Hermitage. Bigger than those. And to get the water into that dam, we're not going to have to use any form of energy to get the water into the dam. We're going to free flow the water into that dam. And when we free flow the water into the dam, then we're going to put up a massive tank somewhere. Not calling all the names because like DP normally tell me, you give away your idea them too free. But we're going to use solar pump the water up there. And then we're going to free flow it down. And to get it to some of the areas, then we're going to have small reservoirs. So we full those and then we pump. So like, or you want to call them lift station. And we're going to make certain that we have water everywhere in East Portland, running through your taps. And I am saying that if we get the government buy-in and the National Water Commission buy-in, it shouldn't take 5 years for we have that kind of water in Portland. I agree with you, we have some of the best hospitals in the world. No man, Gilly, I don't know if you ever go Mount Sinai, but I have been to Mount Sinai Hospital downtown Toronto. And let me tell you something, man. It's like a hotel. It's like a 5-star hotel. The hospital, my people. Unbelievable. Where is this idiot come from now? This fool. Shaka, you can't. Listen, Carlton. I know you are one of my biggest followers, you know. I know you are one of my biggest followers because everything I post, this brother, Carlton Levy, everything when I post, him see it and comment on it. Know him there on my live. All you do, Carlton, all you do is make certain you turn up for the debate. And I challenge you that if you can't turn up for the debate, if you cannot turn up for the debate, you must all vote for me. Why? Carlton Levy, he's a madman. Why you like following me, sir? Eh? Me think you rate me more than how you rate most people. I think to come up with a conclusion that makes you a Jamaican. It is a typical demonstration of our stupidity. What makes you a Jamaican in terms of Mark? He should be judged based on his based on his capabilities. But listen, Mark Golding is a born Jamaican. When you're born somewhere, you can't change that. So in spite of what no one think or what no one say, Edward Seaga was not born in Jamaica. And that is facts. Mark Golding was born in Jamaica, and that is facts. Now, when a man born in Jamaica, I'm in a business don't want to look. I care zero about how him look. Mark Golding and Darrell Vaz, they don't look much different. But they are born Jamaicans. Born Jamaicans, them. So what? You not change nothing. I am saying that we must put in the Constitution that anybody when a born at Jamaica can't turn Prime Minister or President. That must be put in the Constitution. Yeah? So that would not eliminate Mark Golding, but it would eliminate Edward Siaga. So I'm in a business how much days after I'm born in come Jamaica. The argument is he was not born in Jamaica. Not to mention Sunnybrook Hospital. Me never got Sunnybrook Hospital at Gilly. I have gone to Mount Sinai and I've gone to sick kids. Yeah, man. All right. Let me see. What I see and hear from her, anybody can. Hey, Sonia, listen, man. No, listen to when name Levy. Him worse. Him worse. All I am saying to them, when the time is right, because let me tell you something. I don't believe that anybody should be a member of parliament and not debate their opponent in the election. I believe when an election is called, every local constituency must have their own sets of debate. You must hear from the people who wants to represent you, sitting around a table together, answering questions from the audience and from each other. That must be a part of the thing. When the time come now where we stop talk down to people. You just go up on a stage and chat your bag of crap and nobody can ask you no question. That done with. Jackson Hospital in Florida. Me never, chairman, hey, I don't know about that go there now. Me no live America or Canada. It just happened that I had reasons to visit Mount Sinai quite a few times. Not one time, quite a few times. So, you don't tell me about no more hospital. Me not really got hospital a foreign, all right? But, yeah, the days of politicians going on a stage and shouting out and shouting down to the people, telling them one bag of crap, and people can't ask no question. Them days they're done. Town hall style meeting. Say your piece, take questions, hear suggestions from the audience. People must be able to question the vision or the plans that you are putting for them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What is no? No, it means entitlement. What about dual citizenship for representative politics in Jamaica? All right, so presently what happens is that, and that's why DP say right now, you don't have to born in Jamaica to be the prime minister, you know. You don't have to born here. The law allows Commonwealth citizens. So you can born in Australia and come be prime minister of Jamaica. Right now. You can born in Canada and be the prime minister of Jamaica. And that needs to change. If you are an American citizen, or let's say which other country, Saudi Arabia, those places that are not a part of the Commonwealth, you are not allowed to become a member of parliament. So therefore, you couldn't be prime minister. But if you are a Commonwealth citizen, any country who is a member of the Commonwealth, England, Canada, Australia, I think New Zealand, Barbados, Trinidad, those countries who are members of the Commonwealth, you can become the prime minister of Jamaica. Presently, that I am saying must change. If you're not born in Jamaica, you shouldn't be able to become the prime minister. I agree. And I tell you what, persons will be doing to improve the constituency. Let me see. Let me get into this message here properly. I agree. And tell what persons will be doing to improve the constituency. Then the people can decide who has the best plan, vote for them, and hold them accountable. That's what I'm talking about, Sanya. We must sit down and not one away neither. You must have the debates. And there are some things that I like in America. America have a whole heap of debates when it comes to politics. We must have the debates. We must have the debates. Yeah? And then we vote. That is true. Debate should be whisper prayer. What I'm saying now? Debate should be. Yes, man. You should have the debate. Gilly, you cannot have dual citizenship and run for office in Jamaica. Yeah, but the dual citizenship, as I said, Gilly, is like countries who are not a part of the Commonwealth. What's so hard to? Why it's so hard to donate stuff back home? All right, so let me say this. Let me say this, Clayton. Why is it so hard to donate stuff back home? You see, it's not hard, but you have to start out right. You have to start out right. If you don't get it right, you end up in a whole heap of red tape. So you have to start out right from the beginning. If you're sending it to a charitable organization, you have to ensure that they are registered. And then the thing won't be so hard. Are you the caller that phone Power 106? You call Power 106 on a regular basis. I don't know when you're talking about, but yes, I do call other radio stations. DP. I'm saying DP. What about DP now? DP, questionable. Questionable is your intention. Trying to go through some more of these messages. We are not in a communist country. We are not in a communist country. Brain, what does that mean? I never that follow. Maybe I wasn't following before to see exactly what you're talking about, Brain. But yeah, man, we're still taking your calls on 804-7072. Yeah, man, if you have something to talk to me about, give me a call. Make we talk about it. We're looking at the Constitution this morning to see what you think about looking at the Constitution, removing the king as the head of state of Jamaica. We don't want the king to be no head of state, Rasta. We want a born Jamaican, somebody who lives in Jamaica, to be our head of state. Too much of our former slave masters trying to, well, not even trying to, because I don't believe these people even business to do, you know. Them doing business. And we are hanging on upon them coattail. Like say, them business to do. People are not business to do. I like your discussion with Simon Kraskill. Oh, all right. Thanks much. Thanks much. But you see, I have concerns, and therefore I try to bring them forward. Want to remind you all, though, that the Boston Jerk Festival is going to be Sunday, July 9. And it's going to be a week of celebration starting on the 2nd of July to the 9th of July. It ends with the Jerk Festival in Boston. So if you're abroad and you're not forward yet, come in and be a part of the Jerk Festival this year. Yeah, man, and make we enjoy ourselves. What do you mean? Oh, all right. You can go and have that discussion there. You can go and have that discussion. But, you see, East Portland have a whole heap of things, and Portland have a whole heap of things to contribute to nation development, to the nation building. And if we don't get the right person in place to manage the assets of Portland, we're having a problem. And right now, we don't have the right people managing the assets because we're not gaining from it. We're not earning from the assets that we have here in East Portland. So when you're here, we're meeting, because we're going right across the constituency, meeting with the people, putting our vision forward, come out to the meetings, hear the vision, ask the question, and see what it is that we're putting forward. Because DP said earlier, so me a politician. I'm not a politician. I am a nation builder who is using politics as the tool to build the nation. Yeah? So a carpenter don't work without him hammer. So a nation builder don't leave politics alone. A nation builder get involved in politics and use politics as the tool to build the nation. Tell me specifically. Tell me specifics why Mark is not eligible to be what DP you talk to? Why are they rushing the constitution changes? 6 weeks is not enough. Listen, them people here, I'm not trust the minister of constitutional affairs. Don't trust her. May I tell you that? 6 weeks is not enough. A man say, in another thing, I might be going to take 2 years to deal with the Road Traffic Act. But you know what? Take 6 weeks to do the Constitution. Rubbish. Rubbish. That is correct. Jamaica doesn't have a constitutional court. And it takes years to create and amend these laws. I think we have a constitutional court, you know. I think so. Yeah, man. I think so. But I'm not going to be strident on it, but I think we do. I think we do. Today is the 20 what? Today are the 29th of April. And today we'll be laying a very good friend of mine to rest. We call him Comrade Lincoln Dixon, former chairman of Region 2. Comrade Dixon passed away 2 days after laying his son to rest. Yeah, man, very sad and shocking. And today is the funeral service of Comrade Lincoln Dixon, and we send condolences to his friends and family. And let me declare, Comrade Dixon, I'm a brethren. Used to be my brethren. Past now, so man, I'm a brethren no more. And gone to a different world. You know? So we want to send condolences to his family and to all his friends and comrades. Brian said that is the best hospital in Canada. Which? Mount Sinai? I'm telling you something, I don't know the hospital argument coming on no whole hospital in Canada, you know. Tony out of Toronto, big up yourself, my brother. Big up yourself, one love. So let me just get back to wanting to see Portland at its best. Wanting to see Portland delivering for Jamaica. And the water system, as I say, I have a vision that Portland should have the biggest water storage in Jamaica. And to store that water, because there's a location right here in Portland that we can make the dam. And we don't have to use no energy or no oil to put water in that dam to full it. And it will be full constantly. Yeah, man. Millions of gallons of water we can store. And I remember one time I made a suggestion to the Water Commission at Kenwright Pier. They had a meeting that we should build a dam in Portland. And the man said they're not interested in surface water. So I don't understand why is it that we are afraid to store water. We can store water in Kingston where they don't have none. You have to get water from Yallas to store at Kingston. But Portland where the water now have to come from now if you store it. Them no want to store it. I don't understand. As I say, no man. I am in this to drive Portland forward, you know. Drive it forward. Because Marcus Garvey did prophesy that Port Antonio must get city status, you know. And Montego Bay must become a city, you know. Montego Bay has gotten theirs. Time for Portland get their city status, you know. I'm ready to push it forward. I am also going to be pushing land reparation for the children of slaves. Yeah, man. Hello, hey, DP. DP, oi. Happy birthday when it comes tomorrow, my brother. I just understand that tomorrow will be DP's birthday. Where is the funds coming from? What is the technical plan? You mean for the water, brain? The funds going to come from the National Water Commission. And if they don't have the funds, they float a bond to build that dam. Float a bond. and build the dam. Billions of gallons of water. And I'm sure that we can send water even down to Buff Bay. Yeah, man. You build a few reservoir on the way, or lift station, you call them, where you full up one reservoir and pump the water down further again. Yeah? But water is here. Jamaica, land of wood and water. We don't have the kind of rainfall we used to have, but we haven't lost the water. We still have it. Mount Sinai is also in the US, and it's a good hospital in New York. I don't know the one there. I know the one in Toronto. Downtown Toronto. But no, you myself left me alone with the hospital argument. I'm done with it. Because I don't like me know 3 hospital are foreign. Uncle, and I mean, I've gone to sick kids maybe once. But I've gone to Mount Sinai. I don't know, maybe it reached double figure. Could be double figures. But me don't know no whole hospital of foreign, man. So leave me out on a hospital of foreign argument. But Mount Sinai is like a 5-star hotel in my view. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to get the money from the government, Water Commission. They don't have the money, they float a bond. And get the money can make back water dearer than oil. But we are a set of jokers in Jamaica. Big set of jokers. 804-7072 if you want to call. Yeah, man. Bless up, Mr. Wilson. Bless up. Big up yourself. So, we are sort out the water in East Portland and Portland. Yeah? And as I said to you, in a 5-year term, some things, if you don't get it done, you can't get it started. And once you get it started, people will see that you have started the road to recovery. So, we don't have a water problem in Portland. We have a distribution problem. What happened why Fairhill is out of water now, Colin? I'm going to find out. I don't know if the pump break down, but they have a well in a place called Zion Hill. Rastafari.
Yes, I.
Emperor. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Good to be here. Yeah, well, I have been absorbed with the sentiments being expressed this morning,
Yes.
And concur, and I identify with quite a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be the ideal mind or voice to ventilate matters concerning the Constitution.
But I'm sure you have some views.
Yeah, but I think I have my indigenous right and my,
Yes.
natal right to make some expression.
And you're a born Jamaican no matter how you look.
Born Jamaican, man. Afro-Jamaican, African Jamaican. Now, me give a different kind of nomenclature now. I talk about Jafrican. Now I'm Jafrican.
Jafrican. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
Jafrican.
Yes, talk to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So where the Constitution is concerned, yes, straight up, let me preface my statements or my sentiments by saying this. If you're going to preside over, any adjustment or review or changes in our Constitution, the present Constitution, first of all, you have to be a credible partner.
Yes.
You have to be a credible partner. I must not harbor suspicion or superstition concerning your intention. Yeah.
Talk to me.
And there's enough evidences available to spur or to spike my suspicion and my superstition concerning those who have been assigned the right to carry through this process. First of all, you said, you have no confidence in the person that is leading the charge.
Not at all. None.
I don't have any, and we have not discussed this matter. Yeah?
Talk to me.
Yeah, but we're like-minded where this is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? I am not confident in the leader of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Also presiding over this process. And why? Because I have seen too much to convince me that there is no honor concerning the Constitution in respect.
How many
of
constitutional cases
exactly
have this administration lost?
There is where I am going. Yeah. Hmm? So their litigation of matters concerning the Constitution would have disqualified them because the court has struck down all.
Don't move. Hold on, my brethren. Don't move a muscle. Hold on. Talk to me.
Yes, morning.
Morning.
Yes, I have just two little short points.
Go in.
One to do with the water situation in the parish.
Yeah.
I live in the eastern end, and as a little boy, in the 80s, the water situation was 100 times better.
Than now.
People who live in like Long Road didn't even have to have a bucket in their house for water.
Water in a pipe.
And water in a pipe 24/7. And I remember as a little boy when water go away, like a little man used to come around and tell us that we're not going to have water tomorrow because they're going to work.
Right, so full up some water. Pipe. Yeah.
Right. Now I live in the same community, and every single week we lose water at least 3 days. Every single week.
Talk to me.
And this is a community that has its own reservoir, gravity fed.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of policy at the NWC, they have attached neighboring community to the same reservoir without expansion. So the same reservoir now has to be...
Hold on. What you say, without what?
Without expansion.
That is the problem, brother. Right.
So they attach Hector's River to the same reservoir.
Yeah.
They attach Mansion Hill to the same. Now, these communities usually have different sources. But over time, they had abandoned their source and attach those communities to the same reservoir. So as a result, now the water has to be shared. But those communities, the one reservoir that served. This reservoir was built before I was born. And this is no expansion.
That is the key. No expansion.
Because what had happened? It had created another reservoir, and they put it in the middle of a river. So the river destroyed that reservoir. And even when they clean it out, it does silt up back as soon as you have a heavy rain.
So they put the reservoir in the middle of a river.
Yes, in the middle of a river, neighboring to the existing one. That's what they did. They put the reservoir in the middle of a river, and as a result of that now, the same little old reservoir has to be serving all the communities. So you know that the water has to be shared.
Yes.
Now, everybody up here now, can you imagine in our community we never even have bucket and you have to buy black tanks? That is where it reaches,
Madness.
No.
Give me the next point. You say you have 2 points.
The next point.
Yeah.
The next point has to do with the Constitution.
Yeah.
I don't think tinkering with the Constitution is something that can be done in 6 weeks.
Cannot.
Because the reality is, we don't want to put in a Constitution and in the next six months we hear say, this part infringe rights and this part not fair to this group of people and we have to go back to the drawing table. We need to put a process into place where different stakeholders and different groups actually have an understanding. Because as it is now, the average man doesn't even understand his constitutional right. So if we are going to change the Constitution now, this is a grand opportunity to ensure...
And that's why I said earlier.
That at least a significant number of Jamaica is more of say
and that's
what the Constitution says and how, as a human being, whatever in the Constitution affects you.
And that's why I said earlier, every aspect of this must be made public. Hold the line for me. Hold on for me.
Yes.
Hold on for me. Hold on for me. How will you do this again? Switch. Yeah, brother. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm not on with the bro because the man is addressing some very salient and fundamental points which are also seated in my psyche and in my philosophy concerning.
Yeah, man, I'm still a hold though, so go ahead with it.
Yeah, all right. So we're identifying reasons, right, why they are not a credible partner to the process, and cannot be. Yeah?
And 6 weeks can't do it. 6 weeks
No,
cannot
because I'm going to get there too, yeah? the rapidity with which they are accelerating the process also raises a lot of questions. It means that they have not deemed the process worthy or worthwhile enough to extend it to years, years of examination and scrutiny to see where it needs to affiliate, where the Constitution needs to affiliate itself with our reality, and develop the processes and the programs and the rigor of the Constitution so that accessibility by us can be rationalized by the appropriation of justice and equity for the people of this country. Because if you look at it, I look at 3 items and see how they have, I would say, affronted the Constitution, and had to be taken to court on repeated occasions.
And lost.
So one would be Lettergate. Lettergate, the senatorial concern.
The pre-signed letters.
Right. The other concerning the state of emergency, right? Another concerning needs.
Yes.
Look at all the prescriptions in those 3. Look at the prescription. The prescription is that they want to arrogate and appropriate unto themselves authority and power, which is autocratic. You're not seeing that?
Talk to me.
All right, look at needs. Needs tell the story. Look at the requirements in needs, the original proposition. Where did they get that template? Where did they get that template? It's totally and absolutely autocratic and goes against the grain of our experience around here. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when I look at all that, the traits, the characteristic, the traits involved in these people presiding over this, I cannot appreciate them and the process. No, the Constitution, I disqualify the group of people. I don't know. I don't care their background. I don't care their experience and their expertise. I disqualify that grouping. Whether them be JP, PNP,
but you have to quantify that.
No, because me I destroy it, in order to rebuild it and construct it in a way, that gives you a wide-eyed view that this thing is going to be transparent, and it has the people in there that can contribute holistically, conscientiously and consciously to the process. So me dose them their side, because the whole lawyer thing no work, because it, as Corey said, you must recognize also, segments of the society which fundamentally needs to have their contribution to.
Because the question is, when are you going to meet with the Maroons and the Rastafaris?
And so forth and so on, different strands of society, we have to come together. And this process of hurrying on a meeting in a little location and streaming the meeting, was a private meeting.
There must be a town hall meeting in every constituency.
And I don't even want a hurried town hall meeting, because these gatherings can be easily compromising, because the political...
I heard that gentleman in the Montego Bay meeting, the man says, not even a brochure? Nothing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because them take the whole away for idiot, man. Because right now the people are administering a kind of rulership, that disqualifies us, as if we have no relevance to the process. See, the general public has no the general public has relevance to the process. Then we will be recognized, our contribution will be recognized.
Yes,
because this thing must have at least 1 year, 1 year.
To cipher through it and
people.
But hold on. But caller. What if they are just looking at removing the head of state at this time? That's the only aspect they're changing.
Oh, then, brother, you don't need none to change that. Just go ahead and vote the 2 parties when make up the parliament. Just say, all right, make we agree, say this move, and move it.
No, them alone can't move it. That I forgot to a referendum.
Yeah, man. Then I'm going to tell with people them, to move it. Because once we tell the people them, say, "Wait, may I agree for move it." So
Right.
that out of the way. Easy.
But answer this
Easy.
now. The PNP, they are saying if you're not moving the court of appeal as well, when I come with you.
Yeah, because my own knowledge, yeah, and my own conclusion concerning them. Let us move the vestiges. Let us move all the vestiges, yeah,
Of slavery.
Of enslavement and colonialism, yeah. I don't want to be taken in no little domestic argument and politicizing arguments concerning philosophical matters, far-reaching matters, Yeah, man, you get me really bruised, yeah, when we try to narrow it down, to political likeness and opinions. Let's go beyond that and let's see what is relevant.
So
and
if those are the
yeah?
two issues, then if those are the only two issues, are you saying we can go ahead then?
Yeah, well, I am to symbolism that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
The leader of the party said that, empty symbol. When
Barbados did theirs, that's what he said. That's empty symbolism.
That a gathering down Chulano when I break ground for something, hotel down there, and him have some gatherings around them. And it's empty symbolism. If we want to really deal with it, with the Constitution, let's deal with it in a broad and fundamental way. But this is empty symbolism. Because tell me, what is the intention? What is your intention? What is the prescription? What do we want to change? What do we want to see happen differently from what is happening now? And if nothing is going to be different, just make we run with what we have, man. Let us run with what we have. Because we have had it for over these many years, yeah? Mm-hmm. And if we're not going to do something really fundamental, make things out.
Stop the waste of time, yeah.
Yeah, man. Make the people and steer with them down with us run the thing differently. There's much more to say on this matter, because the fundamentally speaking, it's about rights and entitlement, yeah, and to be entrenched in Constitution. Because our rights and entitlement must be entrenched, There are some entrenched and some non-entrenched, man. And we can make a move here and there, fundamentally speaking, because we're talking about our people who never come here with nothing and never have nothing, So if we are going to recognize our people and their entitlement and their right to the resources, right to the management of the resources, right to the management of the country, right to their dignity and their honor, education, health, and all of that, we have to make sure this is enshrined, and it must not the country must work for us. We must not work for the country. I want you to understand what I'm saying in that. Means that we not to work. Yeah?
Next week you have to go call me earlier, brother.
Yeah, we talk otherwise.
We have to go see off my brother, my brethren, where I lay him to rest today. And, we're not really believing at the dead, but I'm a brethren and we have to go see him off.
Man, you have to bury the dead, man. We have to let them be here.
Yes,
because there's honor. Yes, and people have to understand.
And this is a brethren who have served this country,
Yeah, man, you have to honor life and you have to honor death.
Respect, my brother.
All right.
One love. Hey, thanks to everybody for watching. Seems like somebody else want to call. 804-7072. Thanks to all the people who called. Thanks to all the people who send in their message. Vibrant texting this morning. Remember me telling you. Yes, man. One love, everybody. And yes, we have enough water in Portland. We have enough water. Brian said Portland has the resources. However, people management is critical. Who are the people you have with you? Brian, we'll talk about it another time. One love. Thanks to everybody for watching. See you again next week right here on Portland Spice TV, the Spice of Portland. Remember, Boston Jerk Festival, Sunday, July 9, Boston, Portland. Already booked for the show, Lost, Fab 5, and a whole lot more to come. Stay tuned to Portland Spice TV. Like the video, share, subscribe, click the notification bell. See you next week. One love.